Let's journey back in time to explore a truly epic story. It's the tale of a magnificent civilization, the people of Ad, and how their incredible pride, their hubris, led them straight to a devastating end. You see, this is a story that begins with a desperate prayer and ends in total annihilation. I want you to think about this for a second. What if you were pushed to the absolute brink, praying for anything, any sign of relief, only for the answer you get to be not your salvation, but your complete and utter destruction? Well, that is the chilling paradox at the very heart of this story.
So, our story kicks off in the legendary city of Iram. Now, this place was a marvel, home to the incredibly powerful people of Ad. I mean, they were known for their strength, their amazing architecture, but for all their power, they were completely helpless against one crippling force of nature.
3 years. Can you imagine that? For 3 entire years, not a single drop of rain had fallen. The land was just dust. The people were beyond desperate, and they were looking everywhere for just any sign of hope.
And this is where the real conflict starts to take shape. A prophet, a man named Hud, came and warned them, "Hey, you're on the wrong path." But they wouldn't listen. Nope. Instead, they turned to idols, these stone statues, believing they held the power to end all their suffering. So while the people of Ad are busy praying to their idols for a little rain, their real fate had already been spelled out in a divine warning. And listen to this description from the Quran. It's terrifying. It doesn't talk about life-giving water. It talks about a destructive wind so strong it could literally rip people out of the ground like you'd uproot a tree. And then, right when their desperation was at its absolute peak, it seemed like their prayers were answered. Something appeared on the horizon, something that would seal their fate forever. Just try to picture this scene. After 3 years of nothing but sun and dust, this massive dark cloud starts gathering in the distance. And the people see it, and they go wild. The city of Iram just erupts in cheers. They think, this is it. It's finally over. Their joy was just absolute. They started praising their idols, totally convinced that their faith had paid off. To them, that cloud was undeniable proof that their gods were real, powerful, and had finally listened to their pleas. But here's the tragic twist. What they saw and what was really happening were two completely different things. They saw a beautiful rain cloud of salvation. In reality, it was a storm of retribution. They thought it was the answer to their prayers? It was the start of their punishment. What looked like a sign of hope was actually an omen of their destruction. So, yeah, that celebration was incredibly short-lived. As that cloud got closer, it became terrifyingly clear that it wasn't bringing rain. It was bringing something so much worse. The reckoning had arrived.
And this wasn't just any storm. The source calls it a Riyah Aqim.